In this episode of Celebrating Great Hospitality, I am in wild and wonderful West Virginia. I am the luckiest person on the planet. This is my home for the next couple of hours. This is the Innisfree, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Innisfree tiny house.
My name is Kevin, and I love to travel. I believe great hospitality deserves to be put on display. I love the short-term rental community. I think it is an excellent opportunity for hosts to showcase their abilities and share their dreams. As a host myself, I'm always looking for tips and tricks. Together, I think we can build up this community. Join me in the pursuit of excellent hospitality.
First, let's take a moment to just appreciate the setting and the location of the tiny house. This is incredible. I had my mind blown coming down off of the hill, the pond, the waterfall, a tiny house in the background, and the sign, "Not all who wander are lost." That's awesome. Couldn't have said it better myself. That is some phenomenal artwork right there. Hopefully I can capture the scene and the essence of this place. It really, truly is incredible. This place screams rest and relaxation. You really should treat yourself here. Out in front of the cabin, out in front of the tiny house, there is a pond with the waterfall, of course, and a private dock. You've got your kayak. That is great hospitality. The host provides kayak. There's a campfire pit out in front of the tiny house. A couple chairs there as well. The host provides firewood for $10 a bundle, or the first bundle is free if you tag them on Instagram. That is great hospitality. In front of the cabin, underneath this lean-to, and by the front entrance here, there's a wonderful little dining setting area for two, a hammock swing, and on the concrete slab, there's also a grill. This is wonderful, wonderful hospitality, all the amenities. That's the outside of the tiny house. The inside, determined not to be outdone. It's hard. That is a lovely space. The inside, the host clearly cares for guests. No shortcuts here. When you enter the tiny house, you find yourself in the living room. This wonderful space right here. By the way, the host does a phenomenal job. You have to get creative in tiny houses, and the host does a phenomenal job. This does not feel like a tiny house. It's comfortable, cozy, but great use of the space here. Isn't crowded. This is fantastic. So, in the living room, in this corner right here, this is phenomenal hospitality. So this provides a hunter safety jacket. I'm assuming that's if you're going to go hike through the property, explore maybe. That is phenomenal, phenomenal hospitality. Nobody packs a hunter safety vest. Great hospitality. There's also some fire starter matches over here in the corner of the shelf. We have the sofa, couch, very comfortable. Those provides a couple options for entertainment, multiple books. I might have to dig into those. I like to read. That is awesome. Great hospitality. There's a TV, as well as over here underneath the stairs, there's a record player and a ton of albums underneath the counter. I could literally entertain myself for the rest of my stay. That is amazing hospitality. Now in these spaces, you have to get extremely creative with the space. And the host here is a phenomenal example of that. The host over here in the corner provides two of these TV trays. You can't just have a dining room table. It would literally take up the entire room here. You're going to need somewhere to sit, obviously, to eat. So the host provides two of these TV trays. And just sit down and eat. That is amazing hospitality. Dinner, lunch, whatever you're having, as well as this is a dog-friendly place. Over here underneath the coffee bar, there's a dog water bowl and food bowl. That is great hospitality. Okay, so the dogs are all taken care of. You're gonna need somewhere to cook, to eat, clean, okay? You're gonna need some coffee. If it doesn't have coffee, it's not an Airbnb. Words from a wise man. I do love coffee. And this is the coffee bar. This is great hospitality. Toast provides coffees and teas in this container right here, as well as sugars for your coffee or tea. Now, the host also provides look at this, two affirmation cards. This is great. That's upside down and backwards. No, that's just backwards, but you get the idea. That is great. Great hospitality. Good on the host here. Love to see that. As well as the Keurig here to make your coffees. You're going to need something to make your coffees. Next to the coffee bar is the kitchen. Also loaded with amenities. You're going to need something to drink your coffees. Up here, coffee goblets or coffee mugs, water goblets, dinner plates, and your silverware in this drawer right here. The rest of the kitchen here, right here next to the Keurig, is a emergency flashlight. That's great hospitality. Host looking out for the guests. Love to see that. Awesome hospitality. Kitchen sink, and you're gonna need somewhere to cook. There's a heating pad over here on the kitchen countertop, as well as your steak knives, cutting knives back there along the wall. If you need some spices, oils, the host provides all of those. That is amazing hospitality. Oil, seasonings, great hospitality. Love to see that. Underneath the heating pad, you'll find your pots and pans if you are cooking. Phenomenal use of the space. Again, the microwave and the refrigerator. Behind me, behind this rolling barn door, is the restroom. And this restroom is absolutely loaded with amenities. And no, I did not pack dumbbells. Somehow the host managed to include this is a tiny house. Somehow the host managed to include a fitness and wellness area. In this cupboard right here, the host includes a yoga mat and dumbbells. I love to see great hospitality, and that is a phenomenal example of great hospitality. The rest of the restroom here, the shower, shampoos, conditioners, body washes, the host provides all of those. No need to pack any of that, as well as the vanity area, lights, mirror, camera, action. Beautiful vanity area, by the way. Kitchen, restroom sink, plenty of towels. We have one more stop on the hospitality tour. Where are we going to sleep? In the loft up above me. This is awesome. Up these stairs. This is great, great hospitality. I get to sleep up here. Lovely little bedroom up top. Plenty of room, plenty of space. And a fan over in the corner to keep the oxygen moving around. Lights. That's a wrap on this episode of featuring great hospitality. Tridelphia, West Virginia, Innisfree Farm, tiny house at Innisfree Farm. Really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I will leave a link in the description. I highly recommend this place if you need to reconnect with yourself, with somebody special. I think that's what this place is designed for. I definitely recommend it. To the host, thank you so much for allowing me to do this. I love your space. To the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. Your time is much appreciated. And if you know of anybody who is providing great hospitality, please let me know. I would love to feature them. Until the next time, safe travels, everybody.